Hey guys, well, good afternoon. If you follow my hotel review videos, you might be able to discern where I am, but I am back in Islamabad for a few days. I had been in Kashmir on a road trip, but there were some complications with some of the sites that I really want to shoot videos at. So it was easier to kind of put that on pause, see if the approvals could get taken care of. And Islamabad has really fast Wi-Fi compared to Kashmir. So it made sense to come back here. And this is my favorite hotel review that I've done in months. I'm here at the Highland Resort up in the hills above Islamabad. And I need some time to think. I need some time to catch up with a couple of videos as well, and some work stuff, and think. So I've come here. Let me show you what the view is like in case you don't remember or you didn't see. Hold on. It's very, very pretty. And my room is kind of a mess. I wasn't planning, I'm not doing a review, so didn't need to stay tidy and neat. One sec. Okay, let me turn you around. Et voila, that is the view. Okay, so as you can see, this place is it's so pretty. And if you need to take some time to think, this is a pretty amazing place to do it. And so I've tucked back in here, hold on. I've tucked back into Highland Resort for a few days. I also need to sort out my Balochistan NOC because there's a couple of complications with that, which I'll get into in another vlog in the future. But it's so hard to travel to Balochistan, and it's my favorite place. So Monday I'm going to present myself to a couple of the government agencies and see if maybe being there in person and making some connections might help. Fingers crossed. So, and then hopefully Tuesday I'm back to Kashmir. I'm hoping that the approvals will come in and I can get back on the road there, because Kashmir is beautiful. It's amazing. Every time you go around a curve somewhere, it's just stunning. Anyway, I digress. I've been thinking a lot about, I've now just passed the 4-month mark in Pakistan. It was 2 days ago. And generally speaking, amongst my expat friends or immigrant friends, or generally the expats, we kind of decide that 3 months, if you're in some place for 3 months and you have a SIM card from that country and all of that you are living there. So for all intents and purposes, I'm living in Pakistan, but I'm not. And I'm confused, and I don't really know what to do, because I have to make a choice. I have just over a month to make a choice, because I have a residency visa that I need to validate in Malaysia. I need to enter Malaysia before the 1st or 2nd of May, or I lose my visa. And that visa cost money, time. It was trust on the part of the company that offered me the position that that visa is attached to. And I love Kuala Lumpur. I lived there for 3 years and I have friends there. Everything, you can get everything. I could socially drink again. I could dance until dawn. Be with friends that, that kind of get me, our lifestyles are a bit more similar, etc., etc. And there are so many reasons why Kuala Lumpur is the #1 place I want to live in the world. And that is a fact. If I had to move anywhere today, honestly, KL would be it. But I'm confused why I keep extending my visa in Pakistan. Not confused. There's so much to see, and I'm having so much fun documenting new places, luxury travel, experiences that I've never had in my life before are possible here in Pakistan. And I kind of feel like I should give Pakistan a try for a year and see, or maybe just plan to live here for a year and then move on. Because what I do for a living, most people don't know that this is just a hobby. The YouTube thing has always just been a hobby. Maybe if you're following me and you're new to my channel, you think that I'm a YouTuber, but I'm not a YouTuber. Until 2016, I was a chief marketing officer for technology startups. I had been working my entire career. And at this point, I've been working in digital marketing, branding, and communications for 25 years. I worked on my first website in 1996. I worked on my first email marketing campaign in 1996. I'm highly expert in that. In 2016, I left my day job to start a consultancy so I could travel more and just not work stressful 10, 12-hour days. Because this YouTube channel and my luxury travel blog used to be the things I did to de-stress me from the work I did day to day. It's also, I'm a travel writer as well for magazines like Travel and Leisure and Condé Nast Traveler, Maxim, Esquire. And I would go on assignment and review luxury hotels. And I would have a fun few days, feel recharged, and go back to my job. But in 2016, I started my own consulting company. I specialized that consulting company in tourism, travel, and hospitality. So of course, last year I lost all of my clients but one, because I was working with spas and scuba diving shops and hotels and restaurants and cafes, and most of them except one closed. So that's when I started traveling. I came to Pakistan because I have a USA passport, and it was either Pakistan or Dubai that allowed travel to American passport holders in November of last year when I was, looking to go somewhere. And that's how I arrived here. But again, I don't seem to be leaving. And what I've realized over time, as I've become like an unofficial brand ambassador for certain things here, totally unofficial. I'm not collaborating with the tourism board at all. At this point, I'm not collaborating with the government at all. Balochistan is the only state that I've done any sort of collaborations with, and I spoke on their behalf recently at a tourism forum here in Islamabad, and I'm a huge cheerleader of theirs because I feel like it's a very misunderstood place. But I've been doing all of this on my own, all of this travel. And I've realized that the hospitality industry here, the tourism industry here, they all need help. There's maybe 3 companies that are handling their social media properly, 3 brands that do it well. Almost none of the hotels do it right. Almost none of the cafes do it right, the restaurants, etc. So I feel like there's an opportunity for me professionally if I were to decide to stay in Pakistan and set up an office here and start consulting to help Pakistani brands and businesses grow and generate new business and new awareness and new leads and new sales online. So now I'm at this weird crossroads because I have to decide soon. Do I try and change my visa type so that I can generate revenue here, because it's illegal for tourists to take money? It's like that in every country. If you're on a tourist visa, you can't come in like you're on business. So do I change it up? Do I get an apartment? I don't know. I'm so confused because there's so much that I love about Pakistan, so much. And I think that there really is amazing opportunities here. But if I do that, I'm gonna burn a bridge in Kuala Lumpur. I may never be able to get another visa again for residency there because it was a huge uphill climb to get the one that I have in my possession right now. I don't know, do I go to KL and set everything up and then see how I feel? My negative on that is that if I do that, I'm going back to set up the same life that I've already lived before. And I get that I'm sorry, I'm using this vlog is all about me, but it's very me-centric terminology I'm using. But I know that I'm very lucky. There are very few people in the world who can live any kind of sustainable life where they could be traveling a country for 4 months and having the adventures that I'm having. And I'm not really making any money off of YouTube. Like, I can't, that money isn't sustainable. It's not going to pay all the bills and all of that. So I would like to keep my career as my main focus and just do the vlogging and travel reviews on the side as something fun. I don't want to be a YouTuber full time. I think I would really miss the work, you know? I'd miss, sorry, is that okay? Yeah. I think I'd really miss the work that I do for a living. I think I'd miss helping brands to grow and just I don't know, I'd miss using my brain in that different kind of way, because I've already realized, being out with very well-read, successful people, that my capacity for carrying on conversations is quite minimal. I haven't been a voracious reader of late. I rarely pick up a newspaper any longer. My brain is getting a little mushy doing all of this as well. So I need to get more disciplined to keep up, like, just a bit more of the intellectual side of me, because I felt like a hillbilly or an Okie when I was sat around a table recently at a friend's house where they're having these amazing conversations that would spark out of these wonderful places in their brain, and mine doesn't think that way any longer. I'm struggling, so I need to, if I stay here, I need to make some changes and get my brain from being so mushed and not using it very much for much anyway. Okay, I don't know what I'm trying to get out of this, but do I live here now? Am I staying here? Do I go back to KL, set up, and then come back here to travel? Do I move on from Pakistan and go to like Saudi Arabia, which is making a huge push for tourism right now as they open up their borders? I don't know. I'm super confused. I'm kind of hoping just putting this out here like this maybe helps a little bit, but yeah, I'm not sure. But I am having fun, and for the next month at least, I do plan to finish the road trip in Kashmir. I'm hoping that those sites get approval so that I can go shoot the videos that I want to shoot there and show you a different side of Kashmir. I also plan to go back for 2 weeks to Balochistan. I actually want to live in Balochistan for a short time, but I doubt I would get approval to do that. I think it's just problematic on a security level at the moment still, the way that the current systems and protocols are in place. But I would love to go and live in Dam, which is the place I went dolphin watching, if you see my Balochistan videos. That little seaside town where they had never seen a tourist come in before is so pretty, and I would love to just go for a couple of weeks and sit and spend all my days writing. And I don't know, that place looks like heaven to me. It's one of my favorite places I visited in Balochistan, and I just find it so pretty. I don't know, try and figure out what the hell to do with my life. If you have any thoughts on the matter, please do leave them down below. For the first day or so, I'll check all of the comments. So big thanks if you do have some words of wisdom for me. I would love to hear them. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video, which I think I'll start my Kashmir content After this, I have just a few videos for Kashmir before I exited to come back here to Islamabad. So hopefully, once I start launching the Kashmir content, I'll be back in Kashmir and can just launch it all in one go. So keep your fingers crossed and send happy thoughts, like positive energy to me for that everything gets worked out there. All right, I wish you guys a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao.